I'm my own fan.
I just turned old, so not me.
Me or you, Taylor? I'm fine with either one.
I'm done with either. I'll need a second to tap into my energy if I'm rolling that deep, but I definitely can.
You tell me, man. I'm fine with it.
All right, let me tap in. Hold on.
All right, he's locking in.
I'm tapping in. Hold on.
Have you tapped in?
He's tapping in. Hold
on.
What's up, guys? I'm tapped in.
Okay.
I still really want to cut like a slit so I can just.
That would be so sick.
Hey. Oh, we're live. That's what I was like. Why am I hearing double?
Yeah, it got me too.
It literally was like, scared the crap out of me. But
all right, I literally made this and I already forgot. What are we talking
about? Chat. We're talking about items.
I don't know.
All right, I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yep.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Unfinished Business. I think this is 31. I should have checked before I literally just pressed that button, but we're going to roll with it. Been a little bit. Obviously, Tyler is not here. He is on paternity leave, so shout out Tyler in the comments for just having a little baby. But we're going to get rolling back on this thing. We'll start out, as we always do, kind of recapping what we've done in disc golf since our last podcast. We've got a couple weeks. I'll start out. I've played disc golf once since we recorded the podcast last, and it is a video that I posted yesterday. So that's all I've done. We went to the beach a couple weeks in a row, came back from the beach, and had off-brand COVID. COVID test was negative, but pretty sure I had COVID. So we're still getting over that a little bit. Played disc golf once. Corey, how about you? You guys played disc golf together, so I'm excited to hear about this.
Yes, we did. Go ahead, Corey.
Speak away. We did. What was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I had to go down to the Cincinnati area for work, and I decided to let Matt know. And since Matt doesn't start his new job until August 1st or something like that?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Nice.
So he decided to make the trek down there for a free hotel and disc golfing with a famous person, and
who could say no to that deal?
Yeah, exactly. We ended up playing Idlewild first, so we met there, played Idlewild. That was a lot of fun. It's a lot easier when it's summertime and it's not like snowing half of the round. So we played pretty good. It wasn't a bad time. We do want to go back. We didn't get a chance to, but we want to go back and play like the short layout. And they also have 24 holes, so you could play like a bunch of different layouts. But we ended up playing the 23 MPO layout. Didn't score as bad as I thought. Not bad. And then we ended up going to – where did we go after that?
After Idlewild, we went to Mount Airy, which is like a kind of famous disc golf course, specifically for the Natty shop that is within the park.
So I've been to the Natty before because I've made the trek like – past Cincinnati and stopped there. Great shop, awesome. Had a little discovery moment because Matt didn't realize that Natty was like the end of Cincinnati.
I couldn't track.
Yeah, so like because it almost sounds like natural ice beer, like the Natty, but it's the Cincinnati. So that makes a little more sense. That course is a lot of fun, but it was very bro style. Like no one had a disc golf bag, and if they did, it was like the cheapest, thinnest, like $10 one.
They were out there frolfing.
They were frolfing.
Yeah.
Everyone was frolfing hardcore. It was a fun course, but it was a little weird because most of the holes are like par threes when they should definitely be par fours. Then what else did we do?
Well, you have to remember, it was so bro style that there were like people in front of the basket one time, and we let this group play through because they were playing super fast. And the guy like mildly yelled at them, and then threw a shot, and then almost hit them. And then he was like, "Hey!" And they almost died. It turns out they didn't speak English, so all of our frisbee's coming they had no clue what it meant. But
It's
yeah,
also in the
definitely
middle
was.
of a park, so I can understand why they were there, but they didn't
Yeah.
understand the concept of like we're standing staring at
What
them,
disc
and
golf
there's like
is,
something
yes.
right behind them, which was the basket. So yeah, it was really weird.
It was weird.
Then we played a course that was like over by the hotel. It was a little 9-hole. We ended up loving that and played it multiple times because it was phenomenal. If I lived in the city of Mason, Ohio, or Monroe, I can't remember. They're both like, yeah. This would be my go-to 9-hole course after work every single day. It was amazing. Then we ended up playing the number 1 course in Ohio, which is Echo Valley. And that was a blast. And Matt, if you want to continue talking about that.
Yeah, no, the Echo Valley was sick. There was a lot of like par 4s and really manicured fairways. I played like a couple like number 1 courses in a state, and Echo Valley beat them all out, but it really beat them all out just because it had like a lot of nice amenities with it. So there were 6 holes, a lot of par 4s, that kind of like in between where it's not like you only have to hit a gap, you have to hit a gap and have some distance. Those kind of things. What Corey didn't mention about is that little 9-hole course was spray painting their baskets. They spray painted their baskets, the chains chrome, and the top, yellow. And we were like, this looks weird. And it was so recent that in fact Corey and I's putters are covered in chrome spray paint. And there was definitely a couple times where it hit the chains weird, and you were like, that
you could just not spray paint those, and
yeah,
things
I'm like,
would be
I don't
better.
really understand why we're doing it.
When you were walking up to a basket, it's weird to see like matte chains because it wasn't like chrome. It wasn't shiny. It was like that like almost silvery gray.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like a real basket.
Yeah, it definitely looked. I was like, are we looking at like a Temu basket here? What is going on? And then we rolled up, and it like there's the end of a logo under the spray paint that you can barely see. But yeah, we did that. We did Echo Valley. I think my general consensus is Cincinnati has a ton of disc golf courses. I also played like a really old one, or the one that's been around for a while that I posted a clip of. That just had like an amazing amount of, a crazy amount of par 4s, where like in all reality everything was a par 3. But Cincinnati has a lot of disc golf, and most of it feels very amateur, or very on the amateur side, where it's a lot of bros playing, which is great because we saw a crap ton of people on every course we were at. Even on the course I played on the middle of a Tuesday morning, like was filled with people. So, it means they have the support to build something else, which is cool. But it was definitely weird. It was definitely interesting. Did you feel that same way, Corey, that it felt like that or no?
Kinda.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to complain when it's a new course to me. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I think it was just like the general consensus of the people. But
I feel like that's an area like I have not been through Cincinnati, but I've looked. We were thinking about moving kind of close to there a couple of years ago, and I've always surprised at how big like the disc golf scene is there. Like there's a ton of courses and like shops, and like there's a lot of disc golf stuff happening in Cincinnati.
Yeah, definitely so. That was more than I expected. But
it's also not that far from Dayton, which is where Hazy Shades is.
I heard they're coming out with glow grunts. I'm excited.
Oh, I've got a box for you coming.
Hey,
unless on Friday you want to make the trek to Charleston, South Carolina, then you can just pick it up from me.
I'm gonna be there next month. You going there next month?
I can hide it.
I'll just put it somewhere.
Yeah,
it's like geocaching. Just a box.
I gotta go down there for a job over the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday. But Friday I should be playing Trophy Lakes.
Okay, sick.
And then I'll most likely play that the circle or whatever it's called, where you're playing like in the roundabout.
Yeah, that's a cool looking course. You should.
Yeah.
It's good you're playing it because it's like there's a lot of reports that thing's going to be gone, and just for the uniqueness factor. It's
which
cool.
one? Circle?
The circle.
Oh, okay.
Because literally every single hole you could throw a bad shot and hit a car.
I can't
driving around the circles.
Bet I won't.
Yeah,
maybe Corey can, but
I can't.
But that's sick. Yeah. Since then, Corey, what about you? You've came home. It's been like an extra week. Have you played any other courses? Anything else around that? Or
I'm trying to think. No. Toboggan is open though, so I will be filming around there very soon. It's a weird course because, so for those of you who don't know about Kensington Metro Park, it is the park that you have to go into to get to Toboggan. Toboggan is on one side of the lake. On the other side is two also really good courses. They're just not the Pro Tour-esque courses. Usually it's where the AMs play for D-Glow and some of the other like A-tier, B-tier tournaments. And those are year-round. So you could play in the winter. You could play whenever. And I've been playing those. It's really cool. It's weird. They're called Black Locust. Like the course name is Black Locust, but it's Black Locust Blue and Black Locust Green, which doesn't make any sense.
A lot of colors
but it's
in there.
Yeah, it's the color of the basket, but then also Black Locust, which is weird. Toboggan, on the other hand, they pull the pins so that no one's going throughout the year and just like wrecking the course. It's also a toboggan hill, so in the winter you're allowed to sled down it, and they don't want people running into the basket.
Fair.
But they just had, what was it, Amnats? They had some amateur tournament that just happened.
Correct.
Yeah, and because of that was like basically week 1 of them putting the basket in, and then they have, I think, a month and a half or 2 months of public play, and then they close it down a little bit before D-Glow to kind of clean up, play D-Glow, play a couple other amateur tournaments, and then there's another like fall public month or something like that. So I'll be playing it. Usually I'll go on my lunch break and just throw a couple holes because I can only get through like 1 or 2 in the hour lunch that I have. So,
right.
But it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's it.
How about yourself, Matt? This past week, anything?
I played like a couple times. Most importantly, I played the best round I've ever played at my local course, like on my 9-hole loop, which was like 4 down. But then I proceeded to go back and only like 1 down it the next day. So can't all be perfect, but did reach a hole I've never reached before and made a birdie on it, and not like a throwing birdie, like 20-footer. So that's fun.
Nice.
But it's super, super hot where I'm at, which is the first time in forever. I'm like Taylor I'm like Taylor in.
It's extra hot here now.
I'm like Taylor in November, probably.
Yeah.
So it's just like stupid hot all day long. But
yeah.
I got this, and then I'm going to play another course about an hour and 20 minutes from me on Friday with some buddies. So I'm chilling. I'm having a lot of fun.
I feel that we have reached the part of summer where like if I want to play disc golf, I have to think ahead and like play early in the morning or like in the evening, because between like 11 and 5 is like a nightmare. It's so hot outside.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. So yeah, that's definitely the move.
All right, well, there's the quick recap. We got a great show tonight. We're going to recap a couple tournaments since we missed last week. We're going to talk about the hot news of the week, which is Kevin Jones and Prodigy Disc parting ways. I believe Matt has a game for us, and then we're going to wrap up with some preserve picks that hopefully we get a little cameo, a little Tyler occurrence, a little sighting for the picks. So we'll get into Beaver State Fling. It happened 2 weeks ago. We did not have a podcast. So a quick recap, especially of the points update. I got 1 point for Ezra Robinson up in the top 3. Tyler also got a point for, I think Ricky in the top 3 at Beaver State?
Here we are.
At this point, he could just be like writing down numbers.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually believe him.
Ricky's tied for second in Beaver State.
There we go. Matt had Gannon on his squad, picked up the dub there, the 3 points. Or actually, what, you got 4 points. Who else did you have?
I got 3 points for Gannon, and then Luke Humphreys was
the dark horse, obviously. We'll get into that a little bit more. Corey, not his week. That's okay. You always got next week. The big story out of Beaver State Fling was there was almost a lot of motion that happened here. If you are new to the show, new to our picks, there was a bet made after Luke Humphreys played out of his mind at Waco. Matt was asking me, as someone who has watched disc golf for way too long, if Luke normally pops off or if this was a one-off occurrence, to which I made the bet, if Luke Humphreys places in the top 5 again this year, I will give him all of my points. So obviously, with Luke leading the tournament down the stretch, things were not looking good for your boy. So I wholeheartedly respect Luke once again towards the end of the tournament, this time on hole 17, just absolutely throwing it all away.
Just throwing it away, dude.
I think he ended up taking like a 9 on that hole or something. It was disgusting.
It was rough.
I joke, I really do respect the mindset of like, I'm here to win. I'm not going to like lay up and concede Gannon just taking over first and like, hey, a second place is great for my career. Luke was like, nah, bro, I'm trying to win. So I respect that, but also great for me that he just kind of tossed the tournament aside, and also I get to keep my points. So that is that's solid. You guys have any other Beaver State Flings thoughts or comments? I'll say real quick, I love the course, so I really liked to watch there. I had picked Eagle to win, so not a great showing in that sense, but I do think Eagle's kind of coming back into form, which is fun to see. But overall, really, I enjoyed the event. You guys got anything?
Don't the pros like hate the course? Or
So that's what I was going to mention. Yeah. So as kind of the nice part about not doing a podcast last week is more and more pros videos from Beaver State Fling have come out. And it sounds like the pros like the course, generally like where they're at, but because it's in a state park, there's a lot of things that the state park is not letting them do. So not trim certain fairways, not add certain things. And so a lot of pros came out, Aaron Gossage, Paul Macbeth, Drew Gibson, a couple other people mentioned stuff as well, where they're like, we like this property, but like, this isn't the same course it was 15 years ago because they're not letting us trim stuff. Aaron Gossage mentioned that, like, due to the parking situation, he had to walk a mile from, or 0.9 miles, or 0.9 of a mile. So what, 9/10 of a mile, goodness, I can't talk, from hole 18 back to his car. And then he said he chewed out a staff member and they gave him a parking spot. And he knew that he was like, this doesn't solve anyone else's problem, but it does actually. Yeah. He's like, but I am good. But it looks like, yeah, especially Drew Gibson talked about it a little at the same time as Paul. He made another video that he's been making these style for a while where he's like, hey, here's some big issues I'm feeling out right now. And one of them was, yeah, it doesn't really sound like that Milo MacGyver's park can do a lot of things with that. And that's all state parks. Like, yeah, state parks where I'm from can't cut trees within a certain distance of the lake, all this other stuff. So it's probably large policies, but it's kind of making it harder for certain holes and things like that.
Yeah, I know that that and the lack of cell service, I think, were the big two things that this has not historically, like for the years it has not been on the Pro Tour and been, just an A tier or a Silver Series has been related to that. I missed those videos, but that's really interesting. That, they're having those issues.
Most of them were not, hey, here's a whole video about it. Most of them were like, in my recap, let me talk for a couple minutes about kind of why I dislike this, But the course itself looks beautiful. It looks awesome out there. The property looks sick, and I want to go play the course after watching that, which I think is a good thing to have said after watching it. But
we also had Ezra Robinson with a good chance to get into a playoff at least for a big win. And it was like a 45-footer, but that putt was not close. So I was kind of sad that we had all this lead up, like Gannon was in a terrible spot to try to get up and down from. And Ezra's like, I can at least make this putt, force myself into a playoff. And that thing was like 12 feet right of the basket, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of these players are really, really close to having forced a playoff. A couple of them, but they just had a couple weird holes, those kind of things. But yeah, RIP my boy Ezra Robinson. That didn't look pretty. That did not look pretty.
It was just so much build up to like, oh yes, that wasn't close. Like,
yeah.
Awesome. Well, Beaver State Fling, any other thoughts, shout outs? Shout out Chandler Fry. Shot super hot the last day. I think it was like 12 down or something with a double bogey. So sick round out of Chandler.
I missed that.
It may have been 10 with a double bogey. It may have been 12 birdies and then 10 down with a double bogey.
Yeah, you're right. 12 birdies and then just that one double bogey took him out there. But no, I don't have anything else. Anyone else have anything else?
Nope. Moving on.
We've got something I'll probably talk about even less, which is Turku went down this last weekend. Really, I did not watch it, unfortunately. All I know is that James Proctor was up there, which, makes my heart happy. And then Nicholas went just nuclear at the end of, especially that back nine of the last round, and birdied everything and won. So I'll defer to Matt here. Matt, I think you at least watched a good bit of the last round.
Yeah, that's correct. So I watched a little bit of MPO and a little bit of FPO. Obviously, Nicholas pretty much like he's starting off okay. He's doing fine by, all definitions of that. But then he proceeds to just pop off, especially like up to hole 7, he got 2 birdies. whatever. That's fine. He's doing okay. And then he proceeds to pop off. He birdies 8, 9, 10, pars hole 11, and then birdies the rest out. So really went crazy on the majority of that stuff in this round. So I don't
Looks
know.
like
He was
10 of
really
10 C1X the last round. That's
yeah,
pretty
10
good.
C1X, that's pretty good. Still 40% C2 putting, which is pretty decent there. I was looking for those putting distances, but I cannot find them. But yeah, everything was everything he just went kind of crazy on. And then James Proctor just kind of, I mean, 10, you can't be mad at a 10 down round,
Right.
you know? His event rating was good for this. The round was good for this, but he just kind of slowed down a little bit and Nicklaus was going crazy. So, everyone's going to say, hey, this round wasn't, this win doesn't mean as much because it's in Europe. And I think the only like American pros were James Proctor and Eric Oakley were there. And I wouldn't technically opt that out. On the FPO side, it is pretty crazy though, because I think I heard this stat. So Silva Saarinen won, and Evelina came in second. Henna came in third. I think, let's see if I can get this. Evelina lost a ton of strokes putting, and I can't figure out what it is, where they're at here. I need to go stat manager
find it.
They're under the basket.
That sounds like an Evelina thing to do.
Yeah,
she lost a little over. Henna lost 2 strokes putting. Evelina lost 1.1. Silva Saarinen gained almost 15 strokes putting.
Yeah. So she I'm sorry, what? I just clicked on an event and it just
the disparity of Evelina gaining almost 24 strokes tee to green and then losing a little over 1 putting is tough.
That's crazy. Like, good night. But no, Silva played well. And that was a cool couple rounds there. So I mainly saw a bunch of clips from there. But Silva was doing some work, and so she took a W.
As always with European Pro Tour stuff, I heard a lot of really good stuff just about the broadcast, the commentary, the presentation, how everything is way better than a lot of stuff that we do over here. I have 2 kind of things related. I want to wait till Tyler comes back for a lot of this conversation, but I actually watched, I used to, Tulo's here, man. He's in the chat. I used to follow, like, golf used to be the sport I followed the most, like maybe 10 years ago. And I have not watched a lot of golf in a long time. We went out to eat Friday and the US Open was on TV. I did not even realize that it was the US Open. So I actually watched a lot of the US Open on Sunday. And I feel like I have been I've been a commentary and Pro Tour broadcast apologist for a long time, and I kind of get it now after watching the US Open broadcast of just like, wow, this is way better. And obviously, like, budget is super, super big, but just commentary in general, like the way they handled commentary was so much more just the style seamless than what we're doing in the Pro Tour of like, the guys in the booth are like just guiding the experience. And then a lot of the insight comes from the guys on the ground, and the transition between those two happens very, very seamlessly. And it was a lot of fun to watch. So like getting that, I haven't watched in a long time, like getting that experience was very interesting to compare to, top level disc golf and top level golf. Also, another random tangent. I understand when people, like the people that get a random disc golf video on their like For You page and are like, what is this? I got a clip on my For You page of the Foot Golf Pro Tour, and the guys out there in like full soccer kits and cleats, just donning the whole fit, ready to go, just laying up on a par 4, like kicking a soccer ball 30 yards in front of him.
I think I saw the same one.
That was sick. I was like, what am I watching, bro?
Dude, I played foot golf once because there was randomly a course like a little close to me. This guy made on his property. It was decently nice, whatever. But it was so weird. It's like the distance you can kick a soccer ball compared to hit a golf ball or throw a disc is just insane. It's like bro, what are we gonna do? Ping pong next? Ping pong golf? How hard can I hit it with a badminton? But
what other sport can we turn into golf next?
Yeah.
Well, I will say that's kind of how I feel about those videos that you see of people playing like in their house with like the minis and
Yeah.
like the baby basket.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, don't like those. But
The only
people have
mini
fun,
videos I'm
so.
down for is Anthony Barella throwing a mini like farther than I can throw a regular disc. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Everything else
Or
is,
like
is
Simon
weird.
just threw some macro MVP discs.
Right.
So they were
Yeah.
like yay
That
big
big.
and just launching them.
Yeah. I mentioned to some guy one time, I was like, he was remarking that he didn't think it was possible that my buddy threw a disc some distance. I was like, bro, AB threw a mini like 450 feet. And he goes, yeah, but it was probably one of those like in between bigger minis. And I was like,
So,
bro,
no.
it was still a mini. It doesn't matter. But yeah. I think I agree with you too, Corey. Like I see that at a couple events where they've set up like those mini courses, and I'm like, that might be fun with some buddies, but like
That would be the
Is this
equivalent
really
of
what
like
we want to put on YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
the mini disc scored round. Yeah, I don't know if we need to cook that one up, but
Hey, the mini pro tour, the MDGPT is coming next.
yeah, maybe so.
All right, I think that's Turku. Sorry for any European listeners that are sad that we. I got to take the L. I didn't watch it, so that's on me.
Yeah.
We'll get into next. I honestly think this is what I'm most excited to talk about, or at least the biggest news of the past couple weeks, disc golf wise. It's rare that we get mid-season sponsorship movement, and we have Kevin Jones and Prodigy Disc splitting ways. Did either of you guys see this coming, and what's your initial reaction on this one?
I am not at liberty to discuss that. No, I didn't know. There was no
Corey's
way of
Kevin's
anybody
agent.
knowing. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, here's what I'll say. I don't know that I saw I obviously didn't see this coming in this way, but Kevin has been posting stuff about like, hey, I can kind of play kind of bad, and there's still good things about life, whatever.
That's true.
And when you hear that, or you consistently hear that, your concern becomes like, Kevin really hasn't done anything this year, and maybe we should be a little worried there. And over time, that could happen a little bit. So I would say I did feel like maybe something was coming. Now the question is Kevin going somewhere, or is Kevin not playing disc golf?
Yeah, I think what I was going to ask too, a step back from that, is do you guys think this is Kevin leaving Prodigy, or do you think this is Prodigy leaving Kevin?
The only way I think it's Prodigy leaving Kevin is if he specifically had performance stuff in his contract.
Yeah.
That would be in my head like the only way is like, hey, you got to do like this, and this. And he failed to do that, but I still feel like there would be some more in between. This feels like Kevin leaving Prodigy more. But that's a weird move. I mean, he's thrown their plastic for how many years? Like he signed his extension. Yeah. He signed his extension a while back, so he's been throwing it for a while, and like he is, unless he hates the plastic so much or hates the contract so much that he can't like just dug out the rest of the year on it. Feels like something else has got to be coming, but I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, I'll say to answer both those questions, it's unfortunate in disc golf the rumor mill starts quickly, and I feel like a lot of times the rumors are true, so I cannot confirm or deny this or even say that this is from a reliable source. What I have heard is that Prodigy has dropped Kevin and that Kevin's going to Innova. That's the word on the street, I will say.
Okay.
Does he have friends at Innova? Or is it just like...
Does anybody have friends at Innova? Really?
Well, who is Kevin's friends? That's a better question. Is like, who does he hang out with? Because like when Chris Clemens went to Discraft, he hangs out with a lot of people that are on Discraft. So it's almost like you can kind of see in the background, like, oh, he's always hanging out with so-and-so. So-and-so is a Discraft guy, blah, blah, blah. Does Kevin have friends Does Kevin have friends?
Yeah, Tulo makes a great point. I think it's the music festival crowd, the disc golfers that go to music festivals. That's who Kevin's with. I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like Innova is the company that's like, worst case, like they'll sign somebody. They probably won't give you anything, but they'll sign somebody.
Yeah.
What if he just goes ape after this?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question is, do you guys think that this is good or bad for Kevin? Because I honestly wholeheartedly feel like this is good for Kevin. Like I feel like Kevin has thrown some weird discs and not been excited about Prodigy discs for a long time. Like he literally was, what was it, the All-Star break when Gannon was leaving? They were talking about a Prodigy mold and Kevin's like, yeah, this is like a boring shape. Like I just don't like this disc. And Gannon's like laughing, like we're literally live on Disc Golf Network right now. And he was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy there. I think bro needs a fresh start. Bro needs something switched up.
So if it's not Innova
again, man, get him the Jokery. Put him back.
If it's not Innova, who do you think? What company do you think he's going to? Like, what suits him the most? Okay, if you could choose, hey, I'm Kevin's DJ equipment. I'm choosing where he's going.
Not even biased. Something like a Gavin Rathbun situation or Infinite. Something like an open bag. I think would suit Kevin a lot.
If Kevin had frustrations with Prodigy, in their discs, like he attempted to make like a zone clone, your 9-speed clone, and then what was the feedback? Whatever.
The driver.
The driver, the reverb.
Yeah, he's trying. It really felt like, especially with the distortion, bro's just like he needs an overstable approach disc, and none of these are fitting his fancy. So it would definitely be like in my head, it feels weird that those were to cook all that up and then immediately leave. I don't know. I would agree. He's going somewhere either that has a lot of stuff or somewhere open baggish.
Yeah, I also feel like in the realm of Prodigy, like I feel like even like recently Prodigy has not sold as well, but I feel like Kevin's discs were like up there as far as Prodigy molds that did well. Like the distortion and the feedback, I think the 9-speed, both of them.
Yeah.
Were like discs I heard about all the time, at least from people that like through Prodigy were like, these discs are sick.
Yeah, me too. I heard about them all the time. And so I was like, hey, these are good sellers, but I don't know.
You know what needs to be a good seller?
What?
The F9.
Mm-hmm. That thing looks sick.
That thing is in my bag. Like that is an amazing disc.
And it's kind of interesting though, because am I crazy or is Kevin just? Have I only seen him throw crazy lines because he hasn't been on coverage all year, or is he just your ultra hyzer flip? Like,
oh yeah, I mean he throws D2s on like this angle for like every drive.
Yeah. And knowing that Prodigy doesn't necessarily make that it's like stable of stuff, that felt like a generally good fit here. So
he kind of reminds me of Johnny Bravo, where like his
in like what his, way?
What a pull!
Yeah, this is a really crazy pull.
If you look at Johnny Bravo, he's like all arms and very short, tiny legs, and the way Kevin throws is almost like a little like Flintstone run up, and then it's just like waving his
whole
arm.
Body moving.
So yeah.
Breaking news! I just put him in the call actually, or at least live on the feed. We've got a Tyler sighting.
Yep. Guys, I had to hop on because I want to talk about this real quick.
Okay, speak, young man.
Okay, the biggest thing for me about Kevin Jones is that they made 3 discs for this dude, and he's out in a year.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like
you just talked about all the discs he made and everything. I don't think the discs are a problem. I don't think so either. But I'm very curious to see what the issue is, because how do you come up with literally 3 discs for the guy, and then all of a sudden he's out? Like, do things just happen that quickly in the business of disc golf these days, where if you're not performing or whatever the case may be, you're out? Or is this another issue with? I'm going to say this and then I'll go back to it. There's another issue with like Prodigy's, like business, like signings. And what do I mean by that is like can all these players just leave whenever they want or claim they want to leave? Like, we've seen it with Gannon and other players now at Prodigy that if they don't get what they want, they're going to threaten to leave. The KJ, like, just want to leave in the end, and so now he can just leave. I don't know. It seems very strange. Like, can you guys, or Corey or Taylor, you guys have been in the game for a long time. Has any player just left a company mid-season before?
Not that I can remember.
It's like so new. So, for somebody to do it mid-season, it almost seems like Prodigy probably went to Kevin and said, hey, we're not signing you next year. We'll let you have an out right now if you want it. But I don't know why they would want to do that. I really don't know. Unless they plan on bringing somebody in and paying somebody what they're paying Kevin next year, or they're trying to sign, or what they're trying to do maybe is get a jump on signing Isaac long term.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah. I wonder if they're just cut. I didn't think about that angle, which that makes a lot of sense. I wonder if they like negotiations had started and they were just flat out like, hey, we're not re-signing you next year. Sorry, like it's been a fun ride. Like you ain't coming back because we're gonna throw the bag to Isaac and Ezra. I feel like Ezra is somebody underrated that they need to lock up for sure. Like I think Ezra's like future is very bright. Like I don't actually mean this, but like AB-esque in that, like when he gets a win, I think he can pop off.
Yeah. I mean, his putting is absolutely phenomenal. I think he just has to get one under his belt. He's got to figure out the Sunday jitters. I think
he has a lot of trouble in the last round.
Yeah. He's been there, so he's going to get it done. But yeah, I mean, one of the Robinsons or both Robinsons locking them up. They wonder, because Kevin was getting 125 a year, so that's a lot of money for someone who's not even finishing in the top 20 anymore.
Yeah, who's like hardly cashing, right? Like,
yeah. And I've never seen anyone throw a reverb. I've never seen anyone throw a feedback, but the feedback is good. I do like it. The distortion was the only disc that was like seen advertised as like an actual like nice approach disc, but I don't think they were moving plastic like they thought they would with Kevin. That's my take. That's what I think.
So I know back in the day, Chris Dickerson left because they basically said like, well, all of our chips are on Kevin. So Chris left.
That's such a bad move. That's what we need to be talking about now.
And I think
how much more can Prodigy fumble like talent and disc golf?
Well, I think when Gannon left, they wanted to bank on someone, so they gave Kevin 3 discs. And they said, "All right, Kevin, you're gonna get these models.
You're the guy. Yeah.
You're the guy. We need you to work." And then he fumbled, so they said, "Okay, we gave you that year of having like pro model discs specifically for you. We can't do this again." And I have a strong feeling that these discs are just discs. I think just like how in Discmania they changed the Cloudbreaker to the Nordic Phenom now because it's just modified DD3. I think they're going to take these discs and give them to the Robinson brothers as new molds for them.
I want to.
They're going to be able to sell them.
Let's think about this timeline like really quickly though, because I don't think Gannon and Kevin were ever in the discussion for signing long term. Because if you think about it, Gannon finished his rookie season right when Kevin got the bag.
Yeah, I'll say Kevin was already on his deal.
Think about that. Think about if Prodigy had waited another year or let Kevin go. Gannon pops off. They keep Gannon. I mean, it sounds like Gannon wanted to go somewhere else from the beginning, but
this could just be bad gambling. Like maybe Prodigy was like didn't see Gannon the way they saw. Oh, Kevin has been around. He knows how to like.
Well, Kevin
he's going to win.
Kevin almost won 3 tournaments that year. So they thought he had a huge ceiling, and Kevin has won before on tour. Gannon had not. He was just a rookie. So there was like, in their mind, they weren't.
It's also hard to give that deal to a 17-year-old kid, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially one that's going to cry and leave.
I just think like at the end of the season, we all need to go back and look at every contract that was signed during 2000 and 2022 and say what companies got it right and what companies got it wrong with COVID boom. Now you got all this money. What are you going to do with it? It feels like, not to go in the deep in this conversation because it's a side tangent, but it feels like a lot of people overbought during that time period.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, I have heard plenty of companies that were like trying to sell injection molding machines like in 21, like after 2020 had kind of came and went.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of overinvestment for sure.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are saying, or not a lot of people, but you're hearing a lot of, especially Foundation. I heard this morning about, possibility of leaving disc golf altogether. And that's his big announcement that's coming up. But I think the real question is does Kevin ever win again on tour? Yes or no? He's 26, maybe 27.
I think he'll win.
Google.
I think he'll win, and I think it's like we said, it's going to be a new contract or it's going to be an open bag.
I'll tell you right now, when he started
27 last August, so 27 or 28.
Yeah, and when he started throwing that new disc, the reverb, his game went to hell like really fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he needs to do. I mean, you just don't see him on coverage anymore. So I don't know what he's doing. You can just go look at his stats or his rounds for the stats, where the case may be. Does Kevin Jones ever win again? I'm going to go on a limb and say no. And I love Kevin Jones. I think he made the game electric when he was on Final Club. And that's what you miss. And that's what disc golf, I feel like that's what disc golf misses is Kevin started that electric personality, and now you have all these young guys, and now Kevin's an afterthought after just a year or two. It's just crazy.
Well, they don't play that hole where he had to straddle putt jump over the cement ditch.
Well, I mean, this is the craziest thing is that we go to Idlewild in a couple weeks, I think, and he's announcing this leaving from Prodigy. So is he going to still throw Prodigy? Is he going to throw some other stuff? I don't know it'll be curious to see what he's going to do because that's where he got his first win. And he historically has played well there. So,
yeah. And the fact that in his leaving Instagram post, OTB was freaking out. Something's coming.
Yeah.
The only other speculation that I've heard is obviously the naming convention of Kevin Jones discs are all music dubstep related. The Discmania did just get the drop PDGA approved, which is timely. Yeah. I don't think I put a lot of stock into that one, but it's interesting. At least it is a zone clone. So
I saw that too. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone feels Innova. I don't know who started that really, who I saw that first. But Taylor, I just got on when you said Kevin Jones to Innova. That would be my brother.
Rumor I've heard.
Okay, I don't know how that started, whatever. But my brother texted me this morning and said the same thing, that he thinks it's he would be going to Innova. So, be very curious to see what he would be throwing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder
what if secretly this was that big announcement that Lone Star was talking about, which is why everyone left, was because they were waiting for Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to know. I mean, if Tour Life is ever gonna have breaking news, they got to get Kevin Jones on next week or something like that, and say, "Hey, what?"
Should have had him on today.
Yeah,
dude. Whoever's got the pool, I don't. We got to get that guy on to see what. I mean, what he needs to announce what he's gonna do next, and then that would be the opportunity to have him on and figure out what happened at Prodigy. But I mean, the other thing I was thinking about with this as well is this another really bad look for Prodigy, or is bad publicity good publicity for Prodigy?
I don't know. I'm throwing the F9 and it's phenomenal. So
what do you do with it?
No, it's like
a Lightning that's usable.
It's literally a new Lightning.
I've seen it in action.
It's like this crazy trick of the trade. You'll see it. Me and Matt filmed a video when we were down there, and there was a couple shots where you throw it on a hyzer forehand and it turns all the way over and goes to the left. and it is amazing. But like it glides a lot. Like I went past the basket where I was aiming, and it's just so fun.
That's pretty cool.
Listen,
Yeah.
if Kevin was hating on Prodigy or was going to hate on Prodigy, he would wait until his site sold out of discs, and his site just sold out of discs. So
the time's
we'll see if
now.
anything comes up.
Yeah, that's 60% off gets them moving. No,
they do get.
I think the only reason it hurts Prodigy is because a lot of people like Kevin, but like it's hard to blame him, right? Like people like he's getting paid top 15, top 20 Pro Tour player salary to hardly cash at a lot of events. And to Matt's point, a lot of the vibes, the body language, the energy that Kevin's pointing out was like, hey, like, I don't care. Life's good. Like, I'm traveling the country playing disc golf. Who cares if I play good? I'm living the dream.
And he's not doing something else to other players. If they're not playing well, at least they're doing content or something to continue to promote their brand.
And I'll say, like, Kevin's posted YouTube videos. He played at like Hammond Park at DDO. I didn't think he played that good in that video. I was kind of surprised, like how bad some of those shots were.
Yeah, I know his scrambling is historically down, so maybe that's what hurts him in the end. But I think honestly, I'm always in the vicinity of bad publicity is good publicity. It just puts the name Prodigy back in everyone's minds. So, I mean, I throw Prodigy. I like Prodigy. I got nothing against Prodigy, but I just find
the archive's sick.
They always find their way to find the headlines with players coming in and out. It's just kind of comical. One more thing I just want to say about Prodigy, and then I'm pretty much done on KJ, is maybe they're throwing the bag at somebody else who's been finishing in the top 5, top 10, top 15. Your boy Luke Humphreys.
It's true.
Yeah,
I doubt
it. Sleeper.
I doubt it.
You have to think about how get in a Prodigy board meeting and think about the guy who's been around for ages, Luke Humphreys, is now popping off better than your player that you signed for. Popping off been better.
That's been the past few years though. It's like Isaac pops up, wins 2 majors. Like, hey, we're Gannon first. Like, hey, this is our guy. Here's Kevin Jones, and this is the last Prodigy player that anyone's talking about.
Where is Luke Humphreys and Kevin Jones in the Pro Tour standings? That would be interesting to compare.
That would be interesting.
Pull it up.
If I can get it up here, but
while we look, I kind of have a weird question. Who made his logo, and does he get to keep it?
That's a good question because it's a pretty good. Do you like it?
Is that an IP of his, or is that like Prodigy made the KJ?
Luke is 21.
Not
He's
yours.
older than that.
Not yours.
I'm scrolling for Kevin. I'm scrolling.
Hey, while there's a shout out to the Viking Fenrir. It's looking at me right here.
Hey.
Kevin is 73.
That's bad, dude.
That's not good.
And he doesn't even do like actual YouTube content. Like the thing I've been thinking about with KJ is that like, I heard you talking about the U.S. Open for a quick second, Taylor, but Bryson DeChambeau was one of the most hated golfers before he went to Live. He still is. Nah, I don't think so. He went to Live, and then he started doing YouTube, and he's got that personality, and he meets all the people, and he's really good. And that changes his image. And I thought that could have been an outlet for KJ. But I don't know. He doesn't do a lot of content. He doesn't do the best content either. So
yeah. I feel like the hardest part of like Kevin this season, especially, has been like, we make fun of him all the time, but at least make the Instagram post like, didn't go my way this week. I'll lock it in. Putting up 100 putts a day. Do something. Not like, hey, going out to do this music festival, disc golf, maybe sometimes.
Yeah. It's pretty sad to see.
Yep.
Well, why would we have Tyler? Do we want to go ahead and roll into preserve picks?
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do it. All right. I have a makeshift Google sheet. I think, as typical as the bottom of the race here, Matt will get to choose the order.
Yeah.
Give the people an update. I don't have everything in front of me. Can you see it?
Yeah, we gave a small update when we talked about Beaver State Fling, but real quick, I'll say I have 19 points. Tyler has 18, Matt with 12, and Corey with 14. So I feel like it's still anybody's game right now.
It really is. Yeah. I'll be honest, if I got 4,
Yeah, 3 majors.
Oh, you're right.
With double points.
I'll be honest, if Taylor had given me all those points and I got 4 points this weekend, that would have been pretty rough.
I have a question. So say hypothetically I have 20 points. We get to a major. Luke Humphreys wins. Are my points that Matt gets then doubled? Does he get 40 from me?
No.
That is crazy. You guys know
that Taylor did, and all of us supposedly were okay with this. But I guess we never thought Luke Humphreys would be.
We never thought it would be a legitimate issue, so we all laughed and we're like, "That's funny."
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not an issue. I cannot wait for Taylor to be down to a goose egg.
To just 0.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do kind of a similar strategy I did last time. I'm gonna go. We'll do Corey, Taylor, me, Tyler.
So I'm flat.
Yep. Corey, Taylor,
set in stone. Corey, whenever you're ready, my man.
I gotta see who's playing. I'm assuming it's everybody. But
it's mostly everybody. I don't think there's a lot of people that are missing.
Yeah. If you tell me a name, I'll search and double check it's here.
Okay.
Ezra is not playing, but Isaac is.
Yo.
Interesting.
Is Calvin injured? He's not.
Oh, you're right. Calvin is not playing.
Yeah, you're right. He's not.
Maybe he took an early trip to Europe.
Yeah, maybe
he might have. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go AB.
I like that. I'm gonna be very lame and take Gannon Burr.
Nice and safe.
My freak ends. He's just a lock, dude. I mean, come on.
It's hard to bet against him, honestly.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm wondering what that new putter he talked about in his first video with Discmania about getting a new putter. I don't know how he's going to do that, but
I think that I don't know either. They're working on the full thing here. Let's see here.
I have a feeling it's going to be like a top and a bottom
of other.
Yeah, it's going to be a swap of this with this bottom.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That would make sense. Give me Gavin Rathbun.
I like that.
Oh my God, is Ricky Raisaki still out there?
He is.
He is.
Give me the Rick.
He wasn't going to be if he came back to me. So
now hold on. I will say, Ricky just finished his World Series of Poker entry. I hope he's still playing in this event.
He's signed up to play. He's signed up. I know
he is. That's what I'm saying. I hope I don't get screwed there. But yeah, I'm gonna go Ricky, and then is Cole Redolin signed up?
Yep.
All right, put me down for Cole.
Cole Redolin.
And then I got to think about my dark horse first.
It's back to me. That is how that works. Certainly Nicholas is not back, right?
Hey, do we also talk about how Gannon is only 8 points behind Calvin in the world official rankings?
Oh, let's go making moves.
He's climbing.
I do not see him, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't find him either. I'm gonna go with Eagle. Wait, is Eagle playing? I'm gonna go with Eagle. He's historically played. I mean, last year he played really well. I lied. He's not playing. He's not playing the event. He ain't playing the event. Fine. Give me Kyle Klein. Don't really love that, but it's something.
But he picked it.
But I picked it.
I am going to take Simon Lizotte.
Simon's
on
back.
the tour. He's back, baby.
Darn it.
At least he signed up. We've seen him sign up for a tournament and do a YouTube cast instead. So we'll see what happens. Back-to-backs for our friend Corey.
Gonna go back to back.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Paul Macbeth.
McBee, baby.
I'm gonna go Kevin Jones.
Hey, yo.
Oh, I love that. I love that, man.
He's playing. He's signed up.
Corn Bob coming in clutch.
For those of you who don't know, my YouTube channel name is now Corn Bob because I'm creating a second channel that's going to be completely Corey. I just have to wait one more week to get the URL because YouTube is weird. It's an experiment. It's a science experiment, but don't worry about it. Corn Bob's going to be fun too.
I'm going to take a wild one, I think. This may not be that wild, but I'm going to take Ezra Aderhold.
That's actually not wild at all.
I feel like he could. I feel like he could do well
pick.
here.
I mean, the preserve definitely has some distance on it. So
He just can't shoot himself in the foot like for a couple holes.
Yeah.
But I like
give me in a very weird move. Give me Aaron Gossage.
The goose.
This is going to be the time he pops off, and I don't have him.
Sorry, completely corny.
yeah,
Corn Bob.
feel that too.
What is the dark horse number that we're hitting?
40.
You can go 40 and above. I'm gonna go. I already know my dark horse. That's locked. I've never been more locked in my entire locking life.
Let's go.
Let me just check one thing.
I swear, if this guy's not a dark horse, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, what the heck? Where did it go?
Oh, he is. I'm so set.
Sorry. I'm just trying to look at the standings from last year to check one more thing. Preserve. There it is. I'm going to go. James Conrad.
Okay.
I'm stretching a little bit here, but he's historically top 10 there. Man, I really should be going Ezra. Is Ezra Robinson still out there?
He's not playing this event.
Oh, he's not playing.
Yeah.
That's why. All right.
Yeah.
And then this guy is officially ranked 41st in the world. Garrett Gurthie. That's my dark horse.
I like that.
I do actually.
I did not realize. Did you guys watch his In the Bag? This man putts with R Pro Bulldogs. I did not even know that was a disc.
No, I still need to watch that one.
He just likes to find the corniest discs and throw them.
It's technically, it's a 4-speed for the man that hates flight numbers.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Dude, you ever throw the interval bullfrog? It's like it's also a really very weird one. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some of those. Like the dang, I don't even know how to describe that thing.
I believe in Matt, it's your dark horse.
So it's my dark horse. I'm gonna pick the guy that this is as close to his home course as it can be. He's currently ranked 91, but he's had some good finishes in the last couple weeks. Calvin Longquist.
Oh my gosh, you love that guy.
Bro, and that's his home course preserve.
There it is.
And he's had some good finishes too. So
Corn Bob. Or no, it's me. Talking about somebody's home course, Kale LaVisca.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
So it's back-to-back weeks for me just picking the old dogs.
Yep.
All right, now it's Corn Bob. Sorry, I lied earlier.
Okay. Tyler, 1 or 2?
2.
Randon Lotta.
Let's go. All right, the official breakdown of Corey Scott.
Number one was Yessi Niemanen.
I like that. No, I could mind. If Kale LaVisca somehow got taken, I was going to take Albert Tom, but yeah, I believe in Kale. So we got the rosters. Corey's got AB, P McBee, and KJ. He's got the initials team, and then Randon Lotta as the dark horse. I got Gannon Burr, Simon Lazadel, and Ezra Aderhold with the dark horse of Caleb Visca. Matt has got Gavin Rathbun, Kyle Klein, and Aaron Gossage with the dark horse of Calvin Longquist. And then Tyler's got Ricky Colradallen, James Conrad, and Garrett Gerthy. So there's the lineups of players we're looking for this weekend at the Preserve. I'm excited. I always like the Preserve. I think it's a fun tournament. So excited to watch.
It's always had, well, I say this and then I'm going to contradict myself. It's always had a good finish, except Ricky won by 5 last year.
Yeah.
But he
and you
popped
won a
off.
bear. What are you going to say when you win a bear? Can't say anything bad about that.
I imagine Ricky is like licking his chops thinking, I'm not going to get a much better chance of getting my first win of the season in Reserve.
I was also going to pick Ricky if he didn't get taken. I think that for a guy that like has pressure to get a win, this is a really good opportunity for him to get a win.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if they've changed the course at all, but Kale has got to be up there as one of the best course designers. I think he does a really good job with a property that's generally feels open, but makes some holes a little bit more challenging and makes you think a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. I think the last thing you got on the agenda is Matt's got a game for us. Tyler, if you're able to stay on, I think you're going to win is what was said. So if you want to leave.
I just put the baby down, so I'm sticking around.
Okay. Right, well, we're all going to lose. So take it away, Matt.
So
14.
I'm taking this straight from Trevor. I won't lie. This is a straight rip. I like this game. I've been planning on doing it for the last couple of weeks, actually. So Trevor has a game. You guys cannot look up any flight numbers, but I'm going to give you a number. I'm going to take the most complex version of it. I'm going to give you a number, and you're going to use all 4 of your flight numbers to get to that number. So, for instance, let's take the Innova Wahoo, for instance. Okay, the Innova Wahoo. My buddy threw one today randomly. We found one in a field. So 12, 6, negative 2, 2. That would give it a full total of 18, right? 12 plus 6 minus 2, add 2. Okay, that is the goal of this game.
So you're going to be saying 18?
I'll say 18.
Yes.
You give me a disc. I'm going to see who can get closest. Most of them will be possible all of them will be possible. I have a disc in mind for most of them. But let's get there. Only exception is if you have a disc that is like a 14.5 speed from Innova or something like that. We'll have to be a little touchy there, but we'll let it fly. It'll be fine. So,
hey guys, if you need a high number, just use Latitude 64 discs. They all have 900 glide.
They all have massive amounts of glide. Okay, I'm starting off. I'm actually gonna say.
Wait, are we sending this?
You're sending me a disc
in the DMs.
In the DMs, right. You're sending me a disc. And
I was about to blurt some stuff out.
Yeah, and I'm going to take one.
Yeah.
That I'm going to take one that they used on Grip Lock and no one even got close to, and it kind of ticked me off.
This guy's mad.
I want you to give me something with a total of 3. A disc with a total of 3. A couple different ways you get there, but this is the only one I think that you might not be able to get exactly, but you should technically be able to. Like there is an example out there that I'm thinking of, but it's a tough one.
Oh, what's that disc called?
And then just DM me.
I don't think this is right.
Taylor just hit me with a zest.
I was saying, Matt has never heard of the disc I just sent him. I have no idea what the numbers on that are. I'm about to check and see if I'm stupid.
Good night. Hey yo!
Ah, come on, man.
All right, let's look at our.
Who mandates the glide rating on a disc? This is stupid.
Let's see. Tyler, you just gave me a brand. That's just a brand.
Oh shoot.
I respect.
Yeah, but if you add them all up,
oh my gosh! Can I change mine, Matt?
Bro, I feel like
no. No. I just remembered what disc I should have used, but that doesn't actually count.
Yeah, let's.
I
see.
forgot that disc existed from my own sponsor, man.
Hey, yo, what in the? Okay, Corey might have got us pretty close here.
Let's go, Corn Bob.
It's just that we just had to get close. If we just had to get close, I would have given you another answer.
Oh, my second.
I'm giving you the option to give you another answer. That's why I said. I was giving. You said reptilian. You said reptilian, bro. That's a whole company.
All right, hold on. Are we just trying to? Are you counting like aggregate score, or are you just? Like,
I'm trying to get. I'm giving you whoever's closest here.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna give you this one, and I know I'm wrong.
So I thought the putter I told you was -2-1, not -1-2.
Okay, so let me run you through.
No. Nah, never mind. That's not it. Never mind.
Tyler, you're already forfeited.
Yeah. So let me run you through what we had. So I said the specific amount. Here's what I got.
It out.
So Zeal, from You Play Disc Golf is what Taylor guessed, which is a 3-4 -2. So that gives him a total of 5. Corey gave me the Focus, which was pretty dang close. It's a 2-2 -1-2, so it also gives us a 5.
That's
and
all I guess right
who would have guessed? Tyler gave us the Berg, which is the example I was thinking about that got you the closest, and it's technically a 1-1-0-2, sneaking him all the way to 4. I think technically. Hold on, he says. Hey, yo, what's this?
Also, I wanted to go with the animal, either that too. The animal too.
Yeah.
The helium.
Yeah, that could have been the move. Okay.
I feel like every understable disc has so much glide that it like counters out the understability.
Yeah, so Corey had it right there. The loops. 1200.
Hydrogen, not the helium.
Loops.
1200.
So sick, man.
Yeah, I was also thinking that you could still get examples where it pushes all the way, but it'd be tougher to get. I thought you guys were struggling with it. Also, the reason I picked this one is Foundation did it, and they all picked like glitches and stuff.
Yeah, and that's a 7 glide.
That was a 7 glide, bro. Come on now, like we can at least get close there. Okay,
So you could have with the woodchuck or the ling.
Who is making these?
A Daredevil disc woodchuck.
Get off your stupid disccompare.com or whatever.
He's cheating. He's cheating. Mom, he's cheating.
Ban him. Came back for one stream. Cheating. All right. We're going to go. I've got 4 more off the top of my head. We'll do all 4 and then we'll end it out there. Okay. The next one, I want you to get me to 14. 14.
Okay.
I've got like 2 different discs in my head right now that will both get you to 14.
I'm guessing. I'm not even thinking about it. We should impose a time limit.
Maybe so.
So the more I think about it, my guess is kind of sick, actually.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Do some quick math here. Spoiler alert.
Messed up because this is.
You said 14?
14.
Oh, I was so close, man.
Dude, you were Corey. So there's 2 examples. Sorry, not Corey. Taylor, there's 2 examples I was thinking of, 2 styles of disc to get you there.
Yeah.
And you had the one and Tyler had the other.
I think that's right.
It's Matt's favorite disc, quote unquote.
Not anymore, man. I'm a pipeline guy.
Anymore.
By the way, bought a new pipeline that isn't bright green. So I would actually be incentivized to throw it and then immediately threw it and birdied a hole I never birdie. So
nice. I need to throw up my pipeline.
Honestly, I'm just a hater on the pipeline. I was a bad hater on the bright green pipeline. Let's see what they're rating this thing. Okay. Corey did not get it, so we'll run through this. Corey,
is it 8.5?
No, you have it's Mantis is in. So Corey got the Mantis 8-4 -2-2, right?
It's a 4 glide.
That got him to a 12. Okay.
I thought it was a 6 glide.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Who's mandating the glide number? This is ridiculous. Man.
Remember, we're trying to get to 14.
Holy.
Taylor gets us the next closest with the Infinite Disc Exodus, which is a 7.5 -0.52. So that one technically gets him to 13.5. Right? Yeah, 13.5 there. But my boy Tulo,
Bye. Hey, brother.
He's cheesing. Get this boy out of here. You don't
you don't know what I hang up.
You don't know. Tyler got that one. The River is a 7.7 -1.1. Okay. So the two ways I was thinking of that is 7.7 -1.1 or what Taylor did. Okay. So I've got 3 more. We'll run it quick. So we got these two guys.
We don't have the cheater in here.
Yeah.
Now we don't have the cheater in here. Give me let's go high. Let's go a 20.
Why did that not send? Oh, there it is.
All right. Me
and Corey now have a gentleman's agreement to take like 2 seconds. Just whatever's first one in the brains.
I love that.
Well, there's like weird numbers like a 14. I had to try and figure out like how to get there.
Yeah.
But with big numbers like this, there's some of these numbers I have like memorized.
Yeah. Okay, so Taylor picked a Pharaoh. That's a 13.6 -1.2. So he got to directly 20, right? Because he got to 19, 18, adds that.
I'm so good at this game.
Corey picked the Boss. That's a 13.5 -1.3. So he got also to 20.
Bro, we're goated.
You guys are actually goated when you just raw pick. Okay.
That was not a raw pick.
or like an instant pick, I should say. So you guys both get a point. You're both tied 1-1. We'll call
Okay, question.
Yep.
For Innova throwers, do boss numbers change with plastic? I swear mine was a 13.503.
Yeah, well, to be honest,
it was an older star.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that like is a thing.
They've just changed over time too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I low key feel like it was a 13.503 off the bat. When I looked until the -1, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Okay, we're going for an 11.
I'm changing my answer to stay with Infinite Discs.
We'll let it slide.
This is a full-on guess right now.
You'd make this boy think that he you'd make this boy think
this is right.
that he's not open bag from that. Okay. Just maybe a little bit of a stinker on Corey's part.
Oh no.
I could be wrong though. Let me double check.
What was the number?
11.
Okay, perfect.
I can tell you what I think it is. I think it's a 5402.
Yeah, you'd be very close actually. So an 11. Oh. No, wait. We might be being chilling here. So Corey said Buzz OS, which is a 5403, which gets you to 9 and gets you the 1 extra to 12. However, Taylor got
say that again. That made no sense.
9 and then the 3 fade.
9 and 3.
He was doing the math cumulatively.
I was doing the
okay. I thought I missed what's happening. I was like, what?
Sorry. Taylor picked the Infinite Discs Chariot, which is a 5501. So he perfectly got that.
Let's go.
Do we have one left?
We have as many as you want.
I just say as many numbers as you want to throw out here.
Okay, well, we'll do 2 more left. I think I lost track, but I think I had extra in the tank. We're going. I was thinking of the Buzz SS for that one because that also gets there. It's a 5.5 -2.1. So I think that also gets there. No, I lied. Actually, the Buzz SS doesn't even. So let's go to 16.
16.
Bro is just ripping for a brother who is a flight numbers hater. Bro is just ripping Infinite Discs. Someone get this guy on the team.
You'd think I was sponsored by those
What
guys.
number are we doing?
16. Gosh dang, I'm gonna ban Infinite Discs from Taylor.
Sorry, I can't. 15 or 16?
16.
Corey's just struggling to remember what number we're going to right now.
Well, oh, dude, I almost sent that message to someone else.
Bro, Corey, I'm not even gonna lie. It turns out I'm nasty at this game. By the way,
Yeah,
I believe you. I just don't. I'm not quick with it, and also I keep thinking certain discs are the wrong disc.
yeah. Okay, Corey said the Raptor, which is a 9403. So
I'm off by 1. See, I thought it was 9503.
No, you're chilling. We're going to 16.
We are.
Yeah, you're good.
That's what I meant. Then I did the math in my head wrong.
The Aztec is 10, 5, -1, 2. That's a sick flight number for a disc. And that is also a 16. So, for reference, Taylor is up by 1 right now with one last pick or one last selection here. And we're going to go to. I could really push this decently high. Let's not go crazy. Let's go for an 18. It's our last pick. I had some crazy ones up there, but I don't want to go wild.
I feel like that's easy.
Yeah, it is easy. I was gonna try and like take the farthest you could go with it, but
it's the biggest number you can find.
Yeah, I was thinking of it.
I'm getting less and less confident in my answer the more time goes by.
I think that's right.
We're going to an 18. Corey, you might be. I actually don't. I don't remember the flight numbers off the top of my head. Yeah. So, and then let's see the.
Corey, I hate to tell you, bro, I'm goated.
He is goated.
So I really like this game. I just need to memorize more of my own discs.
Yeah. So Taylor picked the Infinite Disc Czar, which is an 11.5 -1 3, which means
which is a Wraith.
Which is a Wraith.
Thanks.
And Corey picked the Wraith. So you guys both got that. Technically, Taylor's up by 1. But those last two, you guys were on a stretch. Corey only missed one of those last 4.
Taylor, you really need to screen record this and send this to Infinite because you know every single disc.
Well, see, I think that made it a lot easier in my brain where from the beginning, after the flippy putter, because I just couldn't think of one like that. The Berg was the best option. I was like, I'm only going to think of Infinite discs, and that just narrows the discs I'm trying to think of a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I tried to do that with Discraft, and I don't know any of their numbers anymore.
Yeah, I figured you were doing that with Discraft. But yeah, no, I like that style of game. And Taylor's got it locked in. He's got it locked in for that. But really Corey, that was pretty close. No one blew anyone out of the water. All right, that's it as far as my game goes. Do we have anything else we want to dig through here?
I have a random statement.
Okay,
let's hear it.
I was listening to the Funzy podcast.
Okay.
That just posted today, I think. And they're just talking about their backgrounds and stuff. And Jay Milley works at a place that my company has systems at. So there is a high chance that if they buy more and I get sent to Dallas, Fort Worth, that I will be not only in the same city as him, but in the same building as him.
That's sick.
Yeah. So I will murder him.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yep. That's how you get subscribers.
Corey really did not like that full tilt video. Yeah, it's
he's over it, bro.
You kill them and you take all of their subscribers.
It goes right to you.
Yeah.
It's like a GAR.io or whatever.
Yeah.
You just absorb them.
Yeah, you absorb them, and so he gets them all, and then he can do whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. That's it for me. I don't have anything else. Anything else?
All right. Yeah. With that, I'll just say, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you. If you need anything from disc golf related, head to foundationdisc.com. Hit them up. We appreciate their support and putting us in this podcast kind of together. But with that, I think that's it. So we'll see you guys next week. Maybe we'll get another random Tyler appearance.
Maybe so. Bye, guys. Yeah. I wonder how long we're at for that total recording.
I think it was an hour and like 15.
Okay.
It seemed a lot quicker, but it seemed the same length.
I don't know if that makes sense. We got through almost everything in 20 minutes, and then we talked about Kevin Jones for like 25 minutes.
This is how we need to do this.
Yeah.
I like a tight podcast. I love a tight podcast.
Well, it doesn't need to be tight. It needs to be like the specific, like the recap stuff in the beginning needs to be fast.
I agree with you.
We need to pick something that needs to be like the talking point, and then everything else is just whatever.
Yeah, like for this example, like Beaver State Fling, Luke Humphrey shit himself. Turku, Nicholas won.
We don't have that crazy fast, but yeah, I just love a very condensed style of doing that where they hit on the grape.
This guy's got a grape.
This guy's got a grape, bro. Who do you think you are? You got grapes, bro.
Grapes in this economy, bro.
Dude, grapes in this economy? What are you? An old Roman like lord or something? What are you? Got serfs?
An old Roman lord?
I got there.
I'm pretty sure Infinite has a name.
I got there.
You got the Emperor, got the Roman, got the. Yeah. I really should. I'm about to screen cap that. I'm about to make that a reel of just Infinite Disc knowledge, just a highlight real quick. Be like, give me my discount code back.
Go crazy.
Yeah. You really need it.
You really need it for real.
Yeah.
Can you sign up for an affiliate one with Foundation?
I did. I have not heard back. That was like 2 months ago. I only got my Atlas one back because I tagged Hunter in the Discord and was like, yo, let me get that thing.
I wonder who that'd still be Hunter. That'd be Hunter or Brad.
Yeah.
You should just
No, I kind of just did it just to do it, but yeah, we'll see what happens next year. But I may just kind of fully swap over and be like, yo, go buy shit from Foundation.
Yeah, that could be the move. Yes,
so
corny.
When completely Corey drops, I have 14 videos as of right now that I plan on posting that are like, I think 12 of those are old videos.
Okay.
How spaced out should they be?
I would do like max 2 a week. Personally.
Yeah, I think I agree. You have two options. You go crazy and do like daily upload, but then you're not keeping that up for more than 12 days. So yeah, I don't think you get anything from that, or you do like Taylor said and do.
Yeah, I like if it was me, I would probably just schedule one every week, but I would do max 2 a week, I think, because then you're just like, I don't know if your brain works the way my brain works, but then I would be like, as soon as I stop posting 2 videos a week, I'd be like, well, I'm cooked. It's over.
Yeah. The thing is, by the time I should be able to do that for a while, 2 videos.
Yeah.
Because I also have things that I want to do that I want to start implementing like weekly, like a segment called 3-Minute Thursdays, where the video is literally only 3 minutes long, even if I don't finish the sentence. Like it's just
cuts off.
Yeah. Well, so I was telling Matt about this. Have you ever heard of Peter McKinnon?
Mm-hmm.
He's like the camera guy.
Yeah.
Well, he had 2-Minute Tuesday, but his joke was he had the timer like off in the corner, and it would like pop up every so often. But at 2 minutes, it would go off, like it would like have this like, but he would just keep going. So like it doesn't actually matter that he made it. So
yours
is
going to be the opposite,
minutes.
where it just like
it's going to be the
times up just the video is.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them I can like script well enough to where it'll be like, oh, and the best thing about this disc is, and then it just cuts like stuff like that. So it'll be like a cold open, but at the very end. But I think 3-Minute Thursdays is a good way of doing a disc review, because you don't want it to be like a 20-minute video where it's like, let's go play this round. I'd rather play the round and just take the shots as overlay and then talk about it for a few minutes.
Right.
And then also I'm going to do like tips and tricks and all that stuff. But what I think I'm going to do is the one video that I knew I needed to like repost is the video game one, because that's like the most popular video on my channel, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the first one, it should push to like, I want to make sure it pushes out there. So hopefully it is the J Millie like 3 million view.
I believe
I hit 30K in an hour kind of thing. And then after that, I want to do I want to do an in the bag, like a really well done in the bag.
Yeah.
And then I'll just set these to whatever.
People
maybe
love some in the bags, man.
What days should I do?
I don't know if it matters.
What? Yeah, I don't know if it matters either, TBH.
I still need to like set them.
The days they go out. Like Tuesday. If you're gonna do 2 a week, maybe Tuesday and Thursday. But you're gonna have a consistent Thursdays, 3-minute Thursdays. So you know that's gonna exist.
Or maybe Tuesday, Friday, and then every time I can do a 3-minute Thursday.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing is I don't think I need to do it every week for a 3-minute Thursday. I just need to do it like enough to where it like starts building.
At least like once a month or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had something
because they're still doing construction on the road where the lunch break course is. So I don't know when I'm gonna go back there. I know. So.
And he's terrified of it.
I am, dude. I popped my tire.
He popped his tire there. He's not going back.
But yeah, I think I have next Tuesday. I'll be able to just start freaking going.
Just ripping through it.
Dude,
when are you gonna make your pipe and disc video so I can take your pipe and discs? That's my.
Oh, you can have them. Actually, that's part of the box. I already did it, but I didn't want to. I have it fully edited too. I might add an intro, just to make it funnier, where I like it looks like a baking video, and then I pull it out of the oven, and it's But outside of that, I fully filmed the video, edited everything. That's part of the 14 videos that I have. So you can have whatever you need from there.
How'd you like them?
I like them. Yeah, they all actually made so much sense for the back nine of my home course. I'm keeping the satin cherry bagger.
I think so.
Are those okay? So that's not a 2301.
No,
it's like a 230 2.5, which is beefy.
It's a beefy boy.
Yeah. Like it's because I was even forehanding it, and it's almost like a zone.
Yeah, I was just saying. I've thought about using it as like an approach disc slot, like overstable approach disc. Like that thing's kind of a tank.
I bagged it for a little bit, but the satin cherry, it feels good, but then it starts slipping out of your hand.
Yeah, I was especially when my hand was getting nice and sweaty. It was a little slick.
But yeah, I did film that, so I have. What do I have in your box? I have the dimes because you wanted those.
Yeah, I got to get them from you because Garrett won't send them to me. So
yeah, I have the dimes, I have the grunts, and I have something else in there.
Mystery.
And then I'm gonna bury it. I'm gonna bury it in South Carolina, and then you can dig it back up in a month.
Bro, that would be one of the best disc golf videos of all time.
Oh my god!
My friend Completely Corey left me a box of this somewhere in Charleston, South Carolina.
I would have to like lock it off to where no one can see where I dig, and like actually jokingly dig it and like put it in there. And then when you go, you'll just do the same thing, but like re-dig a hole and pull it out.
Bro, imagine like if we had a whole treasure map, just like into the box of this.
Hey, what up?
Hey, what up, pimpin'?
Yeah, are you playing with Lucas right now?
Oh God,
he's got
little
Fortnite.
kid,
He's
little
got
kid
Fortnite
stuff.
coming up.
Little kid.
Hey, yo, all right, I'll hop on in a second here and we'll run some Fortnite squad.
All right,
we'll lock in.
That's my time to go,
boys. I'm not gonna lie.
It's time to lock in, bro.
We played Fortnite for probably 8 hours in the last week and a half. 0 wins. 0 wins.
No, dude.
You don't have the bear.
It was
you need the bear to just go through everybody.
It was just vile. It's some of the most vile Fortnite wins of my entire or lack of Fortnite wins of my entire life. I had something so important I was gonna ask you guys, and just forgot it entirely, and it makes me so depressed.
Just message us.
Yeah, I'll remember at some point. It was something video related, but I don't remember what video.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Later, guys.
It's all good. All right, bye.